Brontosaur, oh, lovely. Brachiosaur, newspaper. Stegosaur, wow. Triceratops, oh, that sounds nice. Tyrannosaurus Rex. And some paint. You can make your dinosaurs and show them to your friends. Oh, that sounds nice.
Okay, welcome to day 2 of how to make your own papier-mache dinosaur. These are all nice and dry now, hopefully. If they're not, then you're going to have to just wait till tomorrow. Now, this is the time to give your dinosaur a little bit of character. Strolling along, little legs there. It's not the last chance you've got to shape these, but this is a good opportunity. So, just because it's easier, I'm going to sort of copy this one. So the front leg is kind of bent a little bit. So I'm just going to give it a little bend. Now, I think that I've made these legs a bit too long. So this is a good opportunity to edit the dinosaur a little bit. So I'm just going to, very carefully, if you're not old enough to use scissors, sharp scissors, then get someone to help you. Otherwise, just go for it. So let's make these the same length. This is when we are going to use the glue neat, so it's not been watered down. Dip it in there like that. Stick it. No, you want to like just really push it on. Now the reason why we're not using the watered down glue for this is we kind of want this to stick quite soon. So the good thing is about this is as it dries you can continue to kind of work it. So I'm just sticking that leg on. Just going to get a bit of masking tape. I'm just helping it to stay. So I'm just sticking it on a little bit with the tape there. So just find something you can do for 5 minutes while that's drying. I might go and make a cup of tea actually. A bit of Easter egg while I'm working. Gives you a clue what time of year it is. What we can do is prepare some more newspaper. This time we want slightly smaller strips, so I'm going to recommend that you cut them. It's just about 1 inch by 2 inches, roughly. It can be smaller if you like. Get a good amount of these. I've put some water in there. I'm stirring it up with my fingers. You can use a brush or something if you don't like muck, but I would suggest papier-mâché is not really the craft for you if you don't like muck. Just move that out of the way. So we're going to repeat what we did yesterday. This time we're building up, so we're making those legs look like they're part of the body. So if you stuck some masking tape on there to help them stay in place, stick this right over the top. So I'm sticking paper over there, and now it's beginning to become part of the body. What you want to do with papier-mâché is really work the glue into the paper so it's fully absorbed. So then when it dries, especially if you're using PVA glue, that's what gives it its strength and the hard quality papier-mâché. Now here, you see that, well, there are obviously two parts. You can use the paper to sort of bridge the gap a little bit like that. So it begins to, it's almost like if you think of the bits we've done so far, the legs stuck on to the body, the neck, like the skeleton, and then these are the muscles and the skin we're putting on top. At this point it's up to you how detailed you want to go. It's already going to be quite wrinkly, which is what dinosaurs look like, isn't it? So this leg here could just be a little bit more like it's part of the body is sticking out a bit. So get a bit of paper and just scrumple it up and then stuff it in that gap. So you're using the wet newspaper and the glue to, like it's like cement or clay or something. So see how now that's smoothed over that. So we continue now. Cover all the legs, especially where we've joined them to the body, in glue and newspaper. As the paper gets wet, it dissolves, and then when it dries in the glue, that's when it becomes one surface, one thing. So the more you smooth it down, the more you're distributing that glue evenly. And yeah, I mean you're effectively polishing it with your fingers. The legs are now starting to just look like they're all just part of, it's one object now, it's all becoming one thing. Now, it's still quite vulnerable at this stage to total collapsing, but that's okay because you can easily put it back together. What we're going to do, while nice and gluey, and our hands are all nice and gluey, so we're going to add the tail. Just stick it in there a bit. Get that in roughly the right place. That looks very good. Whoops. Let's try that again. You just want to do the same thing like we did with the legs. Use the newspaper and the glue just to blend it in. With the rest of the body. This is the best part because you're all gluey. Okay, you've done the hardest part now. It's still going to look quite messy, but what you have to bear in mind is it will look something like this when you've finished. So now you need to leave this somewhere where it's not going to be disturbed by anyone. If you can put it outside and it's sunny, that would be ideal, but it's very fragile at this point. You want to find somewhere you can just lie this down. I want to go and put it outside. The birds will sit. I'll see you here tomorrow for part 3.